Alright, welcome back everybody to episode 2 of the Far Cry 3 full play. My name is Joey V, and I work for GeekWatch.com, and we're going to be going through a liberation mission. Right now we're in the car with Dennis, and we're going to be going to take out some of Vaas's men and his outpost. What is the advantage of taking out outposts? Well, it means you get a new outpost for you to go refill your ammo, for you to fast travel to, and also means that there are less enemies in that part of the island. So it is an important thing that, again, is not necessary, but you probably should do it.
To help them to trust you.
Look, I appreciate your help, but I just want to save Lisa and my friends.
Yeah, man, gotta fight.
This is the only way to get them back alive. You escaped the slave camp. You survived. It is time to fight. We are all equal, Jason. The difference lies in
I like Dennis a lot. I think he's a cool character.
All right, let's do this.
Like you, I was once a stranger here. You are not alone, my friend. We will wait for you.
So basically, I'm going to be taking this super stealthy. You can take out outposts any way that you want. There are a couple things that you get that you kind of get like bonus points for when you're taking an outpost. It's usually worth about 500 XP. If you do so without triggering an alarm, you get a little bit of bonus, and if you do so without anyone even noticing that you were there, you get a little bit extra. So generally what I like to do is I like to go be in the jungle first and just scan to see how many guys are around. It's hard to get all of them. Sometimes you miss a few just because of the way things are blocking you, but generally speaking, I like to try and tag as many people as possible. So when you like looking at this, I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of guys and there's a dog. So let's see what's going on.
Lisa, I'm coming.
So if it usually I like to try and take everyone out stealthy. Try and take them down with takedowns. I do this because you get more XP for a stealth kill. You get 10 XP for a kill. You get 25 XP for a kill if you do a headshot, and you get 30 XP for a takedown. I like to do that better. And you can see the advantages of the tagging system. Like, because I've tagged, like, I know which way they're looking. I know which way I know where their intentions are, and I can just take that out. When you level up, I can eventually be able to drag their bodies with me and then hide them. That's where this gets really interesting. So it looks like someone's almost found me, but I don't, like, somewhere from over there. So then this guy's gonna come over. Take him out. And early on, this is like, you kind of want them to like freak out a little bit, because now they're going on patrol and they're trying, like, two of those, like, there's one guy that I've tagged and there's another guy that I haven't, who are just walking up over there, and they go really far trying to figure out where I am. So they go off of their, they start freaking out, and because of that, it allows me to do things like this and sneak up behind this guy. And this is me just being impatient. Like, I really should be stealthily doing it, but again, that's my impatience of me having played really far into the game. Like, I'm really fast in stealth now, and going slow, it just drives me crazy. So there's me getting the last guy. So and there's other things too, like some of the skills are locked to you, and you have to fulfill certain criteria to get them. There is an end game skill in the spider tree, I believe, that is like I think it's something along the lines of like whether you're stealth or not, none of your footsteps make noise. And in order to do that, you have to stealthily take out 2 outposts. So the way that I would suggest it is that if stealth is an important part to you or something that you enjoy doing, try and take out the first 2 outposts stealthy. Or, you know, within the first couple stealthy, because one, it's easier. The first few outposts are really easy, and then you won't have to worry about it. You'll be able to get that skill really early on. I didn't do that. I had always messed up something. I had always messed up some part of it, and in fact, you know, it's really easy to, because if one person notices you, then you're screwed. Gross. But yeah, so I would try and take out the first 2 outposts stealthy, and then that way you're good to go. What ended up happening here is that I'm not going to get the stealthy part of it, because at this point there should be like a flag going up and be like, hey, you took over the place, but it's counting the dog as one of the pirates, which is fine. But what ends up happening is I just shoot him, and yeah, I don't get, like, the first shot. It takes 2 shots to kill him, and the first shot alerts him to my presence, so it doesn't count as a stealth kill. And it's just, which, whenever it comes to animals, like, I have a really, oh, excuse me, guys. It's always been difficult for me to, like, stealth kill them. Like, yeah, so that takes over the outpost. So now you get full access to it. It puts in, and don't judge me, I'm skinning dogs and doing that. It sucks, but I need dogs for certain things.
Everything's gonna be okay, Lisa. They're all gone. You're safe.
What it does is it opens up.
She's not here.
The outpost
Good,
near
nowhere?
Amanaki is under attack. Where is the American prisoner? We lost her. What? He escaped on the west side of the fucking island.
It gives you like
I'll
a
tell you
little
about it when
like
we get there.
vending machine where you can refill your ammo and sell your stuff and get new weapons. Okay,
You are worthy of the title.
you want to see a
Worthy to
glitch?
walk
You're
the
about to see a
path of the
glitch. Here's Dennis, and here's his fucking invisible friend.
We found one of your friends at the colony's house.
There's just a gun floating there.
Dr. Earnhardt to the west. But do not worry.
Then he just pops in.
The doctor will be waiting for you.
To the west. Did he tell you which friend?
No, but we will keep continuing our search for the others. I will radio you if we hear more. Keep your head up,
good.
Jason. The tribe is very impressed with you.
So a little glitchy. What I found is that when I have the PS3 hooked in through HDMI, and I usually do that for my playthrough, it's usually like everything's great. But I found that when I put it through component, which I have to do to capture it through the capture card, the game loses a little bit of fidelity, and I'm not able to. It chugs a little bit more. It's not terrible, but yeah, I think if there's going to be some more, it's going to lose some translation in the transfer speed. And as you can see, the more skills I take, my tattoo starts looking more badass. So, and this is me trying to figure out like how much of everything I need. So I need pigs, I need goats early on. You need dogs and boars, just to get basic shit. The rocket packs I never really cared about. Like, I upgrade them, but I play so stealthy that I usually don't. I just don't have. You know, I don't end up using rockets at all. So, and this is me being like, I'm not using a fucking handgun. I need an assault rifle. The memory card gets you, like I said, previous episode gets you the ability to learn about the drug cartel that's happening on the island. So And this is me getting confused. When you go really fast, it keeps giving you like, oh, this is what this is what that is, and you can get to spots where it's like, no, I'm looking at a, you know, tip prompt that is from freaking like 20 seconds ago. I've already done that. So, time to get a new gun. So, you'll notice that every box I open up, or every time I loot like a guy or something, there's always like stupid shit that they have. It's like they have a meth pipe, or they have crumpled up cigarettes. That stuff is specifically in there for you to sell. It has no purpose other than, hey, like, you probably want to use this to sell. So I bought the extended mag, but I get the red dot sight. I think you can get another custom slot on this, but I don't remember. I ended up not using the SG for a while. I ended up going to the AK. But for now, I didn't want to spend money to buy the AK, so I just used whatever I had, you know, with me. The downside to not having fully upgraded stuff, obviously I can only hold, I'm sorry, pig. I need your delicious bacon. I'm really sorry. Katie yelled at me when I did that. She was like, stop killing the pigs. It's like, but I need them. But the AK can't be upgraded, but it's a little bit more accurate. So yeah, so I get the wallet. But yeah, like you can see, I only can hold 31 bullets, and that's it. Like, that's really not good. Like, by the end of the game, in an assault rifle, you can hold up to 300 if you've upgraded your ammo pouch. So the other thing that sucks, and the other reason why I kind of went with the AK initially, is that all of the pirates have AKs, so you can always get ammo back. So at most outposts, there are these bulletin boards that give you side quests. This one is a wanted dead mission. Basically, it will create like probably about like 5 guys in the environment, usually pretty close, and then you have to go, you tag them, and when you tag them, you find out which one is like the sergeant or the leader, and your job is to kill that leader with your knife. If you shoot him, the mission is a failure. You have to kill them with your knife. So kind of important. So now I think I'm all done with pigs stuff, so I don't have to do any more of that. It's the other tip I would give you is that, you know, make a list of like, I need X amount of goat skins. I think it's like early on you need like 8 of them. So it's like, go find 8 goats and kill them. Just hold on to it. You'll, you know, and skin everything, because you never know when something will come up. Like, I got through a lot of it, a lot of the craftables, just because I was like, I got into a bad part of the island, and I was surrounded by Komodo dragons, so I skinned all of them, and I went online and I killed the named one, like, and then two hours later I crafted 3 things from all that skin that I had. So it was like, okay, it's not a bad idea while you're exploring to, you know, just go through it. So, and again, it's me. This is when you play the game a lot, you can kind of figure out ways to cheese the AI. So I know that if I run, I can still do takedowns. And same thing here. Like, you get a second to do a takedown from the front as well, so before they fully notice you. So it's actually a really cool look, or a really cool feel to it, of, you know, being able to just run through this group with nothing but a knife. So, and yeah, I loot a lot, at least in the at least initially. And you kind of get used to like where everything is. So there's also maps that you can buy. I don't buy any this episode, but there are maps you can buy that will tell you the locations of all of the different outposts, all of the different mini games, all of the different side quests, all of the different. Again, the game freaking out. Like it's kind of an annoyance. Like you can only get out of water at a very certain point. And other. The loot maps are important if you want to make any effort to get the lost letters, the memory cards, the relics. So, and the thing I just crafted is Hunter's Instinct. That's the one that you use it, and then any animal in the area shows up on in your vision, no matter whether they're through a cliff or on the other side of the world. Like, it doesn't matter. So that's it. That's an important thing. So what I'm doing now is again, I'm just kind of putzing around, showing off some of the game. What I'll be doing next is like any open world game, you kind of end up killing two birds with one stone. So I'll be going on my way to the other side of the island to continue the story, to find one of my friends escaped from the pirates, to go find her, but also not liberating an outpost, but getting a radio tower set up. So I don't think I end up fast traveling. I think that's lame. But yeah, I think I do set I set the waypoint for the radio tower, and I'm gonna take a car. It's easy to get kind of confused because the island is so detailed. I find that I'm always losing track of where I am. I shouldn't, but I don't feel like on the if you look at the lower left, there's a lot of information on that mini map. I don't feel like the north symbol is well represented to tell you like, oh, this is north. Like, I don't know. I always end up having to look at my map a lot. I can always find it quickly once I check the map, but I do have to pull it out a lot. You also notice that it tells you how many meters you are away from whatever your waypoint is. If you have no waypoint activated, it will tell you how far away you are from your current objective. And this is just funny. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, you guys stuck down there? Oh, that sucks for you.
Where's that shithead?
Yeah, so I mean that's the thing. When you don't liberate outposts, those guys just do patrols, and they're good for XP, but eventually you just want to clear them out. So yeah, this may be like, no, I don't want to go this way. I want to go up. So as you can see, the cars handle like absolute garbage, but it makes for fun. So yeah, and yeah, whatever the current objective is, if you have no waypoint selected, that's what it'll show. And then on the very, you'll see 3 yellow bars. That's how much health I have, and then the 2 health. That's how many syringes I have of health. You can take the syringes at any point. You can eventually upgrade. I believe it's in the shark tree. You can upgrade it so that even if you don't have a syringe, you can heal. It takes a little bit longer, but you can heal some. So, and then yeah, I'm flying in here blind because I have just my map is not updated. So, and I hate that. I just hate not knowing where I'm going. So, this is me going into a kind of going into a cool area. I get sidetracked a lot, and it's what's funny is that I usually like this game interests me, but Grand Theft Auto 4 bored me. It's weird how that goes, and to be honest, I don't think I could fully explain it, even if I tried. But there are some open world games that just never click. But Far Cry did click with me, so just I think because of the lavish world. So, and here you can see some of the remnants of World War II, some of their bomber, some of their cannons and such. And there's a lot of caves to explore and everything. I like to explore as much as possible, just because again you get XP for everything, so it's not like it's a waste of your time. It's not a waste of your time to go check this stuff out. And it's like a chest that has $40 in it is a lot. That's a lot of money. So, and then I get. So, I mean, the island is huge, but it never feels like it's so huge that you can't get around. Like, even just running, I feel like you can get around pretty easily. So, I mean, to me, it strikes the really good balance. And there's no... I don't know if I killed that pig. I think I do. I think there's another thing I needed him for. But I'm not sure. I feel bad every time I have to take them down. I definitely don't, rejoice in it. But yeah, the island is huge and there's no load times. Like the only load time that you will get is if you're going into a mission. So like theoretically, if you just want to explore the island, you could, because it's all loading in the background. And pretty seamlessly too. And after playing something like Darksiders 2 that was just like really blatant with their loads, like it is very refreshing to play something like this. And something so vast and so gorgeous. Like, yeah, sure, some of like the ground textures are not good, but yeah, there you go. Gunfire. Time to go check this out. We haven't come up to it yet, but there are definitely times where you get ambushed by by animals, and that's pretty much what happened to these guys. They got ambushed by an animal, and they just fucking killed it. So you can use that to your advantage, though, too, because sometimes the outpost, they have animals in the outpost that they have caged, and if you let them out of the cage from afar, like if you use a sniper rifle to shoot off the lock, then those animals will go off and prove to be an excellent distraction, and they will not sound the alarm for that. They will not do it. Oh, grenade! You get 30 XP for a grenade kill. See, now they're really far away. With the tagging system, you don't always have to use the camera. The camera's the quickest way, but if you like lock onto someone, like looking down the sights, that will work. It just takes a little bit longer. So you can see that my assault rifle is just not that good that far away. And he doesn't notice the grenade, so fuck you. But like such great detail in an open world game. Like it's impressive to me that they can make it look as good as it does, but also like I'm used to open world games where it's like, okay, it's an open world, but we had to sacrifice graphics in order to make it work, or we had to sacrifice some of the physics systems. So you can see here, I'm just looking down the sights and I'm able to tag, so it makes it a little bit easier. Haha. So, but But yeah, it's refreshing to, and you know, you saw like as the car blew up, there was particle effects coming from the explosion. There was, like parts of the car blew apart, like the fender came off and stuff like that. Like that's really cool that they can get that level of detail in there. Now they got that level of detail in there, but sometimes at the cost of the frame rate. But again, but even if it's just like a small contained situation, it's impressive that they can handle all of that in one shot. So yeah, I've been really loving the look of the game. You know, a good story will always outdo good graphics, but thus far this game has both. I love the storyline. I love the fact that like I'm kind of, you know, mowing people down here because I'm kind of used to the game, but when I was first playing it, like, I didn't know what I was doing. So I really felt like it was cool to get into the head of Jason, like, a little bit and be like, you know, I'm kind of thrust into this terrible situation and trying to figure out how to do everything. And I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of bumbling because I'm not the soldier, you know? And they make allusions to, like, Jason is pretty good with a gun at the gun range. He's very athletic. But nonetheless, like, he's still just, like, kind of new to all this. So it's cool to see him and the dialogue that you have as Jason changes as you go along. So it's cool to see how the island changes him. It's really interesting to see that. Oh, cool. Loot. So, yeah. So now I can get an AK-47 for free in stores. I can get a Scorpion light machine gun. They have a repair tool. I get what they were trying to do. Like, you can carry around this repair tool and repair any sort of boat or car or whatnot, and then use that. I think it's a waste of code. Like, no one's doing that. You know, no one is wasting a slot to repair stuff. At least in my experience, it never came up where I was like, oh, this car's wrecked. Well, why don't I just move like 100 meters down and get another car? Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Let me just drive this boat onto the land for no reason. So, and that's the look of you taking the medical syringe, because I was like, oh shit, I'm down to 1 health. You can upgrade that as you go along. You can get body armor for that. Like, if you guys are noticing, the more I'm talking, there's just so many systems going on in this game, and it's really cool to see that. And again, it's unbelievable that they were able to pull this all off. And now I'm realizing that I'm in the area where they have goats, and I need a lot of goats for some upgrades, so it's like, okay, time to go find them. Time to go hunt. With my freaking assault rifle, which is the worst. Like anything else, if you spook off the animals, it's pretty bad. I usually like to go with the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow will kill most regular animals in one shot. Oh, hello, goats. So, but it's way more reliable, and you can be a lot more stealthy with it because it doesn't make a lot of noise. Whereas, like, I'm about to just spray bullets, and I get all of them, but like, it's not very effective. So the one thing that sucks is that because the environments are so detailed, and when you kill the animals, you can lose track of them. And this happens to me fairly frequently. Like, I tagged them, but like, they show up blinking, but sometimes it's not immediately evident where they are. It would have been really nice that if you had tagged an animal and killed it, it showed up on your minimap. Just the animals, not the guys. Like, that would be really helpful. I mean, I guess you could do it for guys too, because you may want to loot them, but that is a minor gripe that I have, because now I'm like, where are they? And then I eventually do find them, because I shot them and then they fell Like their bodies fell a little bit, so they weren't exactly where I thought they would be. That's the thing that Katie likes, is that even though Jason is doing all this and he's still like a kid, or like, you know, he's still, this is totally weird to him. So, he, you know, it's nice that he, like, can say like, oh, this is disgusting. Because it is. It's totally gross to him. So it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch again and again. Like his dialogue changes as you go through the story missions, and he starts to like really enjoy this kind of stuff, like, or like not be bothered by it. Like his friends are losing their minds about this, and he's just like, well, you know, you just gotta kind of do it. Or, man, did you see that explosion? And they're like, what are you talking about? We almost died. And it's like, oh yeah, right. It's interesting to see that, and way more depth than I would have anticipated from a game such as this. So we are looking at about 17 minutes left. We're going to do this story mission, which has a cool, really cool, unique look to it. And then I believe after that, we're going to go ride on a hang glider, and then we're going to call it a day. So again, this episode should be airing on New Year's Day. I tried to get the episodes up for New Year's Eve. I just was not able to get it. But yeah, so New Year's Day, episode 1 and 2 should be up. And then after that, everything will be on its normal time.
The purples will give you a lift on a grey day. Everything is excellent, really. Oh, not the yellows, don't take them. They are liable to kill you. The mix is not quite right yet. Well, that's it. Dr. Earnhardt here, or in and out, as the case may be.
Yeah, I'm Jason. Dennis said you'd be able to help me, that you found one of my friends.
One of your friends? Huh. I am, distilling a batch later today.
What?
Oh, you mean the girl, Daisy.
Oh, it was Daisy.
I assumed you to be speaking in code.
Where's...
Dr. Earnhardt is a really weird character, and even playing through this a second time, he made me feel uneasy. He really did. Alright, Daisy, I'm gonna go check you out in a second, but hold on, I have to go sell all my guns. And refill my ammo. Yeah, I really wanted the bow, but I couldn't get it, so I should have switched the AK, but what are you gonna do? And I mostly get this because I can put a silencer on it, and that's it does make a difference. The silencer is really good. The silenced, if you can disable the alarm first, the silenced sniper rifle can make outposts really easy. So, and this is Jason's friend, Daisy.
She's burning up.
Yes, of course. When I found her, she had cut her arm, which in itself would be no cause for alarm, but she had cut through a field of anti-aris toxicaria, upas trees. Highly poisonous latex. I have been administering an antidote each hour. I'm afraid that another dosage may be required. I did just examine the box.
It's empty. Where should I go for more?
Set us up with a couple of cave mushrooms and we will be right as rain. Peruse the cliffs. To the west.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm sorry for the rush.
Think nothing of it. The girl must live.
Like, how creepy does he look right there?
For you and me both.
So, I kind of mess up here. I'm gonna just tell you that now. There's a hang glider over here, and I was like, oh, well, the cave's all the way over there. I can just hang glider over. But this is coming from me doing. I've done so much like freestyling at this point that I thought I could do it, but the game glitches because it does not want me to take the hang glider, so I die. So, never mind that. But pretty much it doesn't want you, it wants you to go on a linear path, at least initially, and then after a while it just opens up. Because it's like, oh, I have to get to this mission, let me hang glider over, drop C4 from the hang glider, or put C4 on the hang glider, ram the hang glider into the base, set off the C4.
Great.
So,
You didn't mention the cave was underwater.
and then, actually coming up here is, I noticed a bunch of sharks. And the sharks, I like to get them out of the way early because I do not like being in the water with sharks. The problem with the sharks are, obviously, is that it's very difficult to shoot them because the guns, like the bullets, will just disintegrate once they hit the water. So like I'm trying to do it, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And they're so far away at this point that's not even worth it. If you have a bow and arrow, that works pretty well because the arrow will lose momentum once it hits the water, but it still will get them because they have to swim fairly close to the top. And mostly I'm trying to shoot them because I have to swim underwater and I do not want them to fuck with me. So, but I give up pretty quickly here just because I know it's not going to happen. And I'm just wasting ammo. So, unfortunately the most reliable way to get shark skin, and there are things that require sharks, is to get in the water and wait for them to bite you, and then when they bite you, you stab them with your knife. It sucks, and it's fucking frightening to do it, and that's why I like to avoid it at all costs. No, of course he doesn't.
This crazy doctor better know what he's doing.
Wee.
Faith.
There is a drop that is so epic that you do for a story mission. Like the drop in is unbelievable. It's gorgeous, and I had so much fun doing it. And I'm so glad that areas like that are around. You can see how effective the tagging system is. But yeah, just the detail in the environment is great. Oh shit. Poison? Not really. Trippy drug sequence. So cool. Like, really good effect.
This is new.
I don't know how many of these sequences there are, but this is the first one I've run into, and it's really good.
I like the red ones myself. You are awake. Good.
They do some really interesting things with the engine here. Again, to be able to do this from the first person perspective in the engine is pretty remarkable.
What about the rest of our vacation?
I thought we could talk about this like grown-ups.
Lisa, we're in Bangkok together, and I can't believe how beautiful you are.
Really creepy, really trippy.
Riley is your little brother. He looks up to you.
Hey, Jake, you're gonna come to our house, you think so, right?
Necessary and proceed.
So cool.
Dr. Earnhardt? Hello?
What are you afraid of? You're a natural, man.
Great?
I'm gonna get these mushrooms. Whoa! Like I said, really cool sequence.
There they are.
Dude, get a couple, man. You don't want to have to come back here. Or maybe you do want to come back here. Long enough.
Whoa. How long was I down there?
So, and puzzles like this, like, it doesn't look like much, but the climbable rocks and being like, okay, I have to line up and I have to make a jump that could be bad, but I have to, you know, force myself to jump onto this climbable rock. It's that's where like the quote unquote platforming starts to go. It's like you just have to take these leaps of faith. And, God, this world is gorgeous. Like, it's just so unbelievably good looking. They did a remarkable job with this. And what's interesting about Far Cry 3 is that it was released beginning of December. And usually when a game is released in beginning of December, they do it because, like, it's not that good. You know, like, they don't want it to come out in November during, like, Call of Duty and Madden and this and that. Like, they don't want it to get, you know, swallowed up. And, like, this game came out in December, and it's amazing. And it's so amazing that it made such a quick impression on me that it's like immediately like, this is one of my games of the year. Like, if I had to say, it would probably be, if I had to put it in order, it's probably XCOM Enemy Unknown, Far Cry 3, Mass Effect 3.
Oh, Jason, what a pleasant
And
surprise.
then, what else did I
I've
have on
picked
my
up
list?
a couple of high notes since you were gone.
What
Oh,
did I
yes,
have on
and
my
the
list?
girl
I'm drawing a
is
blank.
now awake.
I know I had
Terrible
Darkness 2
however.
on that list, but that's probably number 5.
What
Oh, and
do they
then number
do
4 is
with the
Walking Dead.
buggers? Oh, yes.
So,
I finished them off.
I have the mushrooms.
Delightful. Give them to me. I need a couple of minutes to prepare the medicine.
okay, crazy man.
Go check on her.
If you're not on the up and up, I do have guns. Just selling stuff, buying ammo. So, after I finish up with this story beat, I will be finishing the episode. So again, people, thank you for watching. Give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, check out our website.
Jason,
How you feeling?
you got away. That's how I'm feeling.
The doctor's a real trip.
Oh, he's harmless. Oh, he's kind of sweet, actually. He carried me here. I escaped from the convoy. At some point, I passed out. The doctor saved me.
I'm glad you made it. It's been really rough.
Jason, what's wrong?
Grant,
Stop.
Daisy,
No.
I'm so sorry.
So that's it? What's this?
Are you gonna be okay? I've got to talk to the doctor about the others. You sure?
Go. Jason. Whoever did this, whoever killed Grant,
Really good scene.
deserves to die.
Nice choice of music. Good dialogue.
Can I talk to you?
Very well done.
By all means.
I want to thank you for saving her.
Think nothing of it.
3 of my friends and my little brother are missing. When I find them, can I bring them here?
Absolutely not. I cannot afford to have Vaas's captives here. His men buy product from me todo el tiempo.
Then this is the safest place. He won't think to look for them here.
Please, Doctor. Let him bring the rest here. They'll die otherwise.
Agnes. How can I refuse you?
I'll have to show the entry on Dr. Earnhardt, but he's like he calls her Agnes, or just says Agnes. But there's this whole thing of
I'll be fine.
he lost his daughter on the island and kind of just lost himself to drugs. It's actually pretty tragic.
Did you find your friend?
Yeah, she's fine. Thank you, Dennis.
You made this happen, not me. It is your victim.
Where are the others? Is there a way I can search for them? Anything to help me find them?
You know, Jason, the pirates use a satellite dish for communication on the Medusa. You could enter the comm room and listen in on the signal.
What's the Medusa?
A ship that has been beached nearby.
With pirates guarding it.
The path of the warrior, Jason. Train your body, and your mind will follow. The Tatao will bring
Alright, the
you
Tatao is
closer.
gonna bring me closer. Another thing is, at least early on, you want to try and get the like I just got there, get double plants from anything that you pick. So you pick one plant, you get 2 from it. Same thing from the skinning, if you can do it early. After a while, you won't need it. It'll just become stupid and not worth it. But and that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go set a path here for that base, and when we come back next time, either you'll see me take over the base, or it'll already have been taken over. But nonetheless, we'll end it here with a beautiful hang glider ride. So, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.